Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Just want to say thank you for 1,000 subscribers. I didn't think we would actually reach it anytime soon, but hey, I'm super grateful for it, and I hope the channel's going to go through a decent amount of changes. I'm going to try and up the quality again, and hopefully we can keep improving and keep going. So to start off, this is the long anticipated JJKF video. I know many of you have asked for it in the comments whenever I ask like, oh, what add-on should I showcase? A lot of you asked for JJKF. So that's what we're going to be showcasing today. And firstly, we're just going to start off with some system mechanics, and after that we'll go into some of the changes to the curse techniques that that the creator JJKF has added in. First things first, I would just like to let you know that JJKF is mainly kind of built for JJKF's server. JJKF has a Minecraft server that uses JJKF and I believe JJK as well. I'm not too sure, but it uses JJKF, and JJKF is mainly built for that server. So I'll leave descriptions to the Discord server down below, and through there you can get into his Minecraft server, which I highly recommend you join. To start out with, the first main thing is the random curse technique game rule. To help prevent everybody from playing like only one or two curse techniques, JJKF has introduced the random curse technique system, so there's more variety of curse techniques around. So first, to show you the game rule, that is /game rule random curse technique game rule, and you set it to true. What this does is, it's your curse technique guide key, sorry, not the book. In here it shows your actual curse technique, the different saves, and the number of rerolls you have. Now, to get a curse technique, what you'll have to do is reroll, and boom, you see, just like that, I got Jinichi. So Jinichi is my actual curse technique. Now, something you may notice is, if I select any other curse technique that's not Jinichi, I get slowness, I can't move, I can't use any of my attacks or anything like that, I can't do anything. But if I select Jinichi's curse technique, I can move perfectly fine, and I can use all of my curse techniques. Now, as you just saw in this guide, there's also saves, and you can acquire these saves through these two. These two items will allow you to get the extra saves in the slots. And of course, since it's random, there's different percentage values for each curse technique. I'm going to pop up a guide on screen right now that shows all of the curse techniques at their different values. And one curse technique that you may notice is not visually there is Angel, but with the recent update, Angel is included, and Angel is at a 10% rate for curse techniques. So that's mainly how the random curse technique goes. If you want to play with the system but give yourself a random curse technique in creative, like with commands, what you can do is /set random curse technique. Now this is the placement of it. You have your current, I believe it's like that, or you have save 1, save 2, or save 3. If I were to do current, and then random curse technique number is I believe the ID of each curse technique, so 2 should be Gojo. And if I do this, I should have, yep, Gojo as my actual curse technique. And I can change to Gojo, and I can use all of Gojo's abilities. So that's how random curse techniques work. Pretty fun system. It does help. I would assume it helps a lot in like a server, so not everybody's running around as Gojo or Sukuna, so that's a pretty great addition. Oh, something I forgot to mention is that you start with 3 rerolls, and you can get more rerolls from the item reroll keys. Now, moving on to the next system addition is teams. JJKF teams are very simple to use. It's just simply JJKF team invite. Wait, no, yep. And then it gives you this item. You drop this item to your teammate, they right click it, and boom, they're a part of your team. It's super simple like that. And if you want to leave a team, it's just JJKF team leave. Super Super simple to see. Moving on to the next addition is Awakenings. Now, Awakenings are based on Gojo's awakening against Toji. And how they work in JJKF is once you're under 10% of your HP, there's a 0.1% chance that you awaken every second. And what Awakenings do is they give you a buff to your stats and it upgrades your RCT. If you don't have RCT, it gives you RCT for the time you have the awakening. So just to show you, I'll just give myself the effect. Awakening effect. I'll do it for 30 seconds. As you can see, Awakening, it upgraded my RCT a little bit there, and you can see the icon is based on Gojo's awakening. So yeah, it gives you buffs to certain abilities. If you already have RCT, it upgrades it and all that stuff. And it also depends on how many times you awaken. You can see this is my first awakening. If I awaken again, I believe the effects might change. I'm not too sure. I haven't explored that too much. Now, moving on to another system addition, bosses. Now, there are a bunch of bosses in JJKF, and the command and they spawn, I believe, every 10 minutes or randomly. I'm not too sure. The game rule to enable them is /JJKF, /game rule, JJKF, do bosses spawn. And I'll set that to true, and I'll turn the difficulty to normal. So we'll just wait a couple seconds for a boss to spawn. Alright guys, I'm back. As you can see in spawn, a boss just spawned. So we'll go to that coordinates and I'll show you what he looks like. As you can see, the boss is right here. The bosses are highlighted and they also have way more health than the normal mobs. And you can see he also has more resistance than a normal Jogo. He's outlined for everybody to see. Now, when you kill a boss, it drops a shard. Currently, shards only has a use in Xiaopi's server. So that's again, like JJKF is really built for that server. So if you want the full experience of JJKF, you need to join Xiaopi's Minecraft server. And that way you can see the full effects and have the full experience. So yeah, if I would just show you, if I were to just kill him real quick, he would drop a shard or a gem. As you can see, this one dropped a legendary gem. And again, this only has use in Xiaopi's server. So if you're playing solo, I recommend turning bosses off unless you want a really difficult fight. But yeah, mainly for a server, so yeah, go check that out. I'll just go over a couple of changes to the reverse curse technique system. Firstly, JJKF adds another level to reverse curse technique. As you know, in base, you only have level 1 and level 2. But with JJKF, you can get RCT level 3, which, as you can see right here, lets you heal others. I believe you get it automatically once you have RCT 2 and you're a special grade sorcerer. I believe those are the requirements. I'm not too sure. With this also comes a RCT system. As I can show you with keybinds real quick. We have RCT modes. Now, the first mode, as you probably already know, is just healing yourself with reverse curse technique, nothing serious. But the second mode is RCT friend. This lets you heal your friends who are in your team and also your Shikigami. So if you have any Shikigami that's injured, you can heal them with this mode. With RCT everyone mode, I believe it just heals anyone who's not in your team. It heals any Shikigami or any like sorcerer you come across. It just heals them up. So you don't need to be in a team to heal someone else. With RCT curses, this actually harms curses. So if I were to grab, let's say Mahito for example, and I would RCT him, shift RCT, sorry, it would start hurting him. Now the next form of RCT is RCT auto mode. What this does is if you take any damage, it'll auto heal RCT. It's the same thing that Gojo uses in the anime. As you can see, it's constantly healing me until I run out of cursed energy. Of course, this will be better if you're like a Sukuna or you have Gojo 6 eyes to increase your RCT efficiency. But yeah, it's a pretty cool addition, so you don't have to worry about RCT, and you could play as like manga accurate Gojo. Now the next forms are just autos of the first forms we saw earlier. So auto friend is just your curse, is just your RCT will auto heal your Shikigamis or anyone in your team. Auto curses will auto hit any curses with RCT. Final mode makes it go back to normal. So those are all the different RCT modes. Make sure you have RCT level 3 before that. Now moving on to another part of RCT, and that's healing. That's RCT burnout. See, this is the move that Gojo pulls off in his fight against Sukuna. To get RCT burnout, you need to defeat different forms of Sukuna and Gojo. So the first one, you need to defeat Yuji Sukuna, which is 15 finger Sukuna, to get the first form of RCT burnout. The second level, you need to defeat Megami Sukuna or Satoru Gojo as a special grade. And the final one, you need to defeat Ryomen Sukuna as a special grade to get RCT burnout level 3. To use RCT burnout, of course, it's a keybind. If I just show you right now, your RCT burnout, for me, my keybind is U. So let's say I would just use a domain expansion. Now that I have this cooldown, I can hold the button. See, there's a icon right there with the percentage, and boom, now my cooldown is back, but I also have brain damage and RCT overload. Now what this means is I can't really heal myself with RCT in this form. I can use all of my curse techniques perfectly fine, but I'm slowed, I'm nauseous, and some of my health's missing. And another thing with this is that I can't use a domain as well. Let's see if I could try to use a domain. It's just not gonna work. So at a level 1, you only get one use before you enter the side effects. Now to show you what level 2 of RCT burnout does, this instead gives you 3 uses of RCT burnout. Alright, I can cancel that one. I have my first used right here. And for this one, I'm perfectly fine. My health didn't get reduced or anything like that. I should think it might have just a little bit, but yeah, other than that, perfectly fine. I can cast another domain. Boom. I only lose 5 total health every time I do it. I can use another domain. However, this one will be the last one that I'll be able to. As you can see, now I have all of the effects again. Now the final version of RCT Burnout gives you access to, if I remember correctly, 4 uses instead. So there's a little jump from 1 to 2, but the final one only gives you 4 uses, just a balance reason and a manga accurate reason. So yeah, that's how RCT Burnout works in JJKF. Something that's known in Jujustu Craft is if you have 6 eyes and you swap a curse technique, you lose 6 eyes. So what Xiaopi has done to find a solution for this is permanent 6 eyes. Now what permanent 6 eyes does is it lets you have 6 eyes on any curse technique. You can keep swapping your curse techniques, and no matter what, you'll have your 6 eyes effect. Now this is very good, especially when you take into account that you can like save curse techniques and re-roll them and go to different ones. So yeah, that's a pretty good thing to have. Alright, those are the mainly universal and system mechanics. Now we'll get into some of the more specific. Also, as this B-roll rolls, you might notice that my model in the left is different. It looks more professional now. And that's because I got a commission from one of my friends on Twitter, Callisto Sparrows. Amazing artist. I highly recommend them. Looks amazing. I've always loved her art. I've always loved their art, so highly recommend. Go drop them a follow. I'll leave their link in the description. And yeah.